Hello.
Happy January, motherfuckers.
Happy
November
January.
Foxtrot. Welcome to 2024.
Happy
We are here.
2024.
24. In your face.
Hi, Paddy Tony. Hi, Kenny. Mark, Stephen, Pegasus, Punishron, Sop Bitches. Happy January, you badass NoFos. Harry, Dan. Oh, Harry, I need to talk to you. I got an Arduino set over Christmas and I have no idea how it works.
Yeah.
You got a what set? What's an Arduino set?
Have you heard of Raspberry Pi?
Ah, yes. Is that like a programmer
It's
for
like
you?
a
Thinking what's
like a little programmable computer. And I bought this. I bought this like starter set, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get super into electronics and build like the electronic bomb, and then I don't have to rely on Harry tokens or Badger tokens to get anything done.
Yep.
I think we're out of Badger tokens, aren't we?
We are out of Badger tokens.
I think
I don't know if they've refreshed yet.
I keep getting alien props. I've used all mine up.
And then I opened the box and it's just got loads of electrical components and fuses, and I was like, I don't know how any of this works. I watched 2.5 hours of YouTube, but I'm still none the wiser, so I need help.
Well, you got Lance that does all that as well.
Hello.
Yeah, but I told you both about it, and none of you went, oh yeah, I can help you with that.
He wasn't there.
I wasn't here. I was here. I'm here now. Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Still don't know what you're talking about. That would be my response. Do you know how to do this? No, but I can do that.
Pegasus says, Mike's wear your hoodie. It's too hot in my house for a hoodie. It really is.
But he's got.
This isn't showing off. I've got shorts on as well. So
Wowzers.
Flashing the
Someone's
cash,
flush.
aren't
Yeah, someone didn't spend all their money through Christmas.
they? Yeah, I can put my heating on because everyone got cold.
I can put my heating on because I hate everyone. And they got fuck all from me.
Global warming.
Hi, Daz.
in
Hello,
my
2024.
Yeah.
I'm just ignoring you now. Landnav Challenge. Matthew McCarthy. Hi. Les. Oi. Happy New Year's. Danny Plain. Wagwan lads. James Elcock. Everyone's here.
Wagwan.
Marky Mark. Someone is flush. Yeah. You know, mate.
Yeah, boy.
So, 2024. It's exciting. We're going to be running a kind of a refresh of things that we've done in the past from this point going forward. So we're going to be revamping our website a little bit with some new stuff. And to do that, we want to include some new content.
Nudity.
Some updated content and some potential nudity. As much
Mainly
as
feet.
much nudity as YouTube will allow. So bare wrists. Ooh.
Yeah, wrists and ankles.
Sweaty socks. I haven't got any
Sweaty
socks.
toes. Mm.
So we're going to be talking about prepping for the 2024 list of MilSim events tonight. But before we get into that, should we talk some news?
Let's talk some news.
Oh, have they still got it? Come on then, play the song.
I pick my gun and I go pew 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 pew.
News.
No, have to wait for me, brother.
News.
That's fine.
Just play that music, baby. Play that music.
We come
That's
back
fine.
and we're seamless.
So there's actually quite a lot of news having been away for the last few weeks. So do you want to do purchases first or news first?
News first. Let's do news.
Let's do news.
So top in the news this week, obviously, last week technically, National Airsoft Festival.
Ooh.
Wakers!
It's obviously come to fruition that the National Airsoft Festival is going to be costing a little bit more than it had last year.
That's 'cause
I
they
worked
got
out what it is. I know what it is. You know, I was going to say Mike's in charge of the budget now. That's why he's got his heating on.
It would appear that if you book before the 1st of April, it's £130. Up until the 1st of August, I believe it's 150, and then after the 1st of August, it's £175.
Wow.
Which is it's a lot of money. I mean, ultimately, let's be fair.
No.
You're probably going to be okay.
Lars is like,
What
no.
tell me what can possibly be fair about that? You're
So
camping in a field for a weekend.
175 is very last minute booking, which is not necessarily right because lastminute.com you get the hotels cheaper. So
And not only that, you're going to be at the furthest point of the campsite to get into the safe zone, so you're going to be down on the deal already, having paid more than the person who's right outside the gate.
Yeah, that's the problem. So that's nothing to do with booking in last. But when you arrive, I mean, the problem is we've gone to NAE a couple of times. I've been since I've got the patches on all 2015. So we have a bit of experience with attending these events. Yeah, I think the only year we missed was 2020 for obvious reasons. So, you know, speaking from experience, I personally have seen NAE get a little bit worse since we first went. Like the first year we went, it was amazing. You got loads of stuff when you arrived, like freebies in the packet and stuff. The shop was massive, which at that time, you know, you get to go around and have a look at massive stuff in 01. There was just freebies all over the place. It was a lot more, to me, more of like a festival vibe in that it's like, oh yeah, have some stickers and like hanging out and stuff. Whereas over the years, it has progressively got more expensive. I think the last 2 years have been particularly onerous in terms of like the toilets going wrong that year we went, Andy.
That was bad.
Yeah.
That was... I don't mind if they put the price up and everyone gets their own individual toilet, then I'm down for that. But I'm not paying that extra what is it, 50 quid or whatever it is.
I mean, that's the thing. I think it was like 100 quid when I first started going.
Yeah,
I'm not going, so I don't care. And I think that's the view of an awful lot of people as well. Yeah. Judging by the medias and replies to their announcement.
It does seem to have gone down a little bit ill-fated. So I won't be going this year. I know the rest of the guys won't be going either. So yeah, NoFo won't be at NAE this year.
Having said that, if you're interested, there's an awful lot of people's mums that are more reasonably priced in the chat if you're not going to NAE. So there you go. There's always a secondary to a Airsoft weekend, I suppose. I'm not doing an advert. I'm not promoting people. I'm not peddling people's parents on this show.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
Yes. Yes. Well, I just make the introductions. I don't do it either. Financing.
That's fine. In slightly happier news, UCAL are launching a charity weekender, which will be the 6th of July. So if you are interested in that, it's at Skirmish Wycombe. Wycombe. WYCOMBE.
That's Wycombe, isn't it? As in High Wycombe?
I don't know.
Not High Wycombe.
No, it's not.
Wycombe Wanderers.
Wycombe.
Wycombe.
So if you are interested in that, put that little date in your diary. You can go onto the UCAL Facebook page and various social medias and stuff like that, and they've got obviously content that they are kind of disseminating on there.
Good stuff. Love a bit of charity.
14th Airsoft Player Choice Awards. The voting period ends the 15th of January. We have been nominated. Interestingly, not for a podcast. We've been nominated as a blog.
Which we don't do.
Which is a bit strange.
Are we a blog?
I mean, don't get me wrong. We really appreciate the nomination. But we are up against Stip the Sniper, who I think the three of us know quite well.
Yeah.
In terms of some of the content he produces.
He does a blog.
I'm going to vote for him because he does a blog.
Yeah, I'm going to vote for him. I don't even know what a fucking blog is. What is a blog?
It's where you write stuff and then post.
Write stuff and then vlog is the video version of blog, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't do any of them things.
No.
We barely do a fucking podcast.
Yeah. We rattle through.
Blog or blog? Both. A blobby blog. Blog.
So, best Airsoft podcast, if you want to go and have a vote for them, are 4UAD, Smart Airsoft, ASG Altstin, Explosive Enterprises, Negative Airsoft, and Red Wolf Airsoft. So there you go.
Were any of them in last year's one?
Well, this will help.
Red Wolf was, I think.
With Red Wolf in there. Negative, yeah, the other ones weren't, yeah. Oh, have we got a potential spammer?
No.
Sustained Buggle?
Other than that, I haven't got any more news. I don't know if you two have.
Yep. So
Nick Pratt, hello, sir. Welcome along.
Oh, hello. That's all right.
Sorry, we're all doing this. Why are we doing this?
We're all doing this.
I'm saying
hello. With us not going to NAE, we shall be having a confirmed stand at Shifty Rifts this year. Unfortunately, Lance can't do it because he's in the outer.
I'm in Gran Canaria.
Falklands, something like that. Yeah.
Well, Gran Canaria to Mike, the Isle of Wight to everyone else.
Yeah. So you can either go to the Isle of Wight and bug Lance, or you can come to Shift Your Riffs and bugs us.
Yes,
Instead of
either either. Or Gran Canaria and
Or
bug
Gran
Hades
Canaria.
Airsoft. He'd happily be bugged by you.
God, you make one mistake on this show, and
Yep.
everyone really forgiving and forgetful.
Oh,
It's like Belfast being the capital of Wales, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
I'm not strong with geography.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Just don't put him in charge of a map.
No.
And
That's
you're
why we have.
good.
That's why we have land nav.
Yeah.
That's why we have Map Man.
Yeah, map man. We have map man.
Are we
So, yeah, we're
gonna
gonna be at Shift Your Riffs.
mention the 2 new editions?
What are you
Don't do
doing?
that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Both of them.
Both of them.
We have.
No.
Are we going to mention the spuds?
Spuds.
Oh, we can mention the spuds. So I think we have mentioned these guys before. We're being helped out through social media and our marketing and everything like that through 2 associates,
Spuds.
I guess, volunteers that are helping join us. We're calling them spuds because it's Ash and Mark, and you put that together and you get
Smash.
Ash.
Mash.
Mark. No, you get Mash. Which
Mark
sorry,
and
I thought
Ash.
that was funny.
Is mash.
Mark and Ash.
Not
you get
Ash and
Mash.
Mark, because that's Asham.
Asham.
Ash.
Ash. Mashed potatoes.
We're going to be getting helped out with them. So if you see Mark or Ash floating around on the social medias,
Just
Say
play it
hi.
cool.
if you want to,
Play
or
it cool.
just
Don't get
play
nervous.
Yeah.
That's it.
Give 'em a little high
Don't
five.
make eye contact with them either.
So things like Shift Your Riffs and stuff like that, they'll be helping us out on the stands and getting content and taking photos and all of that lovely stuff.
Other events.
Wonderful. Yes. Good on them.
things.
Cheers, lads. Appreciate it.
Thank you very
Jazz
much.
hands from Nick. Yes, actually, Nick, that's a good point you make there. You said
what I
at the start, no, Mike said at the start of our charity 25-hour show that he was going to be less handsy in 24. I know why, because I listened back to it a little bit last night, like the first 45 minutes whilst I was driving home, and you went, oh, I'm really handsy. I've just realised I must be less handsy in 24. So that's one resolution fucking broken.
But no,
Sit on your hands.
Still got the rest of the episode.
I'll take it.
Hold on to the...
So, I am Mike. This is the new year.
It's just thrown me now. I don't know what to do.
Are we going to mention the fact that... No, we won't mention that. It's nothing to do with us. Don't worry. I was going to mention about the... at a site, but I won't.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. No,
Well-
let's not do that.
What are you talking about?
It's all right.
He doesn't know. Don't say nothing, Andy.
doesn't
We know.
know.
Me and Andy know.
We know.
We know something you don't.
We've been talking about a couple of events that we've been looking at getting involved with. I'm worried now in case this is one of the things that you don't want to talk about.
You saw it.
No, it's fine. You carry on.
Okay. We've been talking about a couple of events that we wanted to run in 2024, and we have finally got our asses in gear already at the beginning of the year. This is amazing, and actually setting something sorted out. So we will be running an intro to MilSim.
Part 2?
We are still confirming details, and it's going to be a lot bigger. We've got a lot of very exciting things that we have in the pipeline for that. You're really annoying me with the hands now because I want to get all handsy.
I could just see him itching.
It's huge.
We can't confirm the date at the moment, but it's going to be
we're just
around
waiting.
August.
And it's going to be nice weather.
Hopefully around August.
We got some-
Not the weekends that NAE was going to be on. So that's not the reason we're not going, and we're not running a competing event.
It's not
It'll be
complete.
around.
We're next level.
Yeah, it's going to be better.
We're going to have some toilets.
Nicer pooing
Yeah.
areas for a start.
Yeah. Running
More
water.
nicer areas to poo.
So we have that. We are also writing a MilSim. So this is something that we are currently working on in conjunction with Empire Events.
Yes.
It is something that the marketing and branding will be coming out soon. That we'll be advertising a little bit as well because we've sort of helped to produce it. It's all very exciting. It will be an Empire event, I think, with us supporting that basically. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that. I've already chucked a few little things out. I'm getting handsy again. We've already chucked a few little things out on a couple social groups, just to kind of get a little bit of interest. So if you've seen a random image, and I know that Chris Berry has seen a random image because I posted an image up and then I immediately get a million questions about it because he didn't get
what's this all about?
What's the date?
Where's Chris? He should be here.
Yeah, where's the Berry? Oh, he's still looking for his trousers, I think.
Stuck
Got new trousers. Got new trousers for Christmas. Can't find them. Think I packed them away with the tree. Fuck.
So we have a couple of events coming up this year, which is one of the things we wanted to do. So there we go.
Yes, I'm excited for our second.
Our one is going to be
Mark 2.
My head wants. I really want to blurt everything out.
I said it really quick.
Yeah. There's going to be some.
Play it back and slow that down. Stuff. It tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, there's going to be some mega cool stuff that you're not going to get to do anywhere else. I don't think.
Yeah. Hands on.
It might technically be a crime we established in the last meeting.
Yeah, no, it's all right because it's an experience day.
Yeah, it's an experience day. It's in no way training a militia.
Nope. Nope.
We obviously had Christmas, so let's talk about a few of the. If there's any kind of things that you want to share from Christmas purchases. Cool. I say Christmas purchases. Christmas.
I didn't get massively airsoft related, but I did get a lovely new fire pit bowl for camping. Ooh. Which will no doubt make Octo events, little socials over the private site, anything like that. So yeah, very impressed. Lovely family bought me a proper nice fire bowl pit, which you can get a nice grill. And I think David's got the same one, and he's got the tripod hanging grill that goes over the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that is very exciting.
I couldn't get the Australian water bottle that we were talking about, but I did manage to get this one from my family, which I'm quite chuffed with. So yeah.
Oh, lovely.
It's really good. It holds loads of water, which is perfect.
Is that about a 58 pattern sort of size?
It's a little bit bigger than a 58 pattern, and it's got like a flat bottom. I'm not really quite sure.
Well, it won't fall over, will it?
I was thinking it could sort of mount quite close on a pouch or something like that.
Yeah.
What's the litres of it?
About that.
What's the litres of it about that? Looks like a crock.
Yeah. A crock bowl.
Crock bottle.
I like that. Yeah. That's quite cool. That looks like an NHS piss bottle. Danny Brewer, hello, mate.
We're having you on. I'm not going to commit to this for ages. This is brand new, by the way, and I wouldn't have run that pun if it wasn't. But yeah, basically, I got a Machiavellian. After the news that Lance pissed next to my head, I bought a bottle that Lance can piss in.
That's a hospital pee bottle. Is that for me then? Is that you're going to carry my piss bottle?
I was going to carry your piss bottle. Is it like a
communal one?
I was carrying a bottle that we could all use,
like a hot water bottle.
I would just buy another one the next time.
It'd just be a hot water bottle, wouldn't it?
You just piss in it, because that's what if you prepare Pathfinder does. He just pisses in his piss bag and leaves it in his sleeping bag to warm himself.
Yeah,
it's good. It's good.
Sorry, I love all the chat. It's all like, Mike, you do realise that's a pee bowl? That's.
I'm genuinely going to piss in that and let you warm yourself by my urine.
I like Rage's one. It's too expensive.
As he drinks, what is that in your glass?
That's squash. Oh yeah, I still drink pee, just not out of the bowl.
A nice bit of. I don't know what the problem was with me doing that. I considered all factors of risk when I did that, and I did it.
Not drinking it, just to clarify.
Yeah, peeing. Yeah, not drinking the piss. Drinking it's easy, but peeing. I considered the welfare of you guys.
Yeah,
I could have hurt myself the way I did it with the whole building pressure up. I could have burst a blood vessel or something.
Could have been,
if you'd got hospitalised,
could have been flaccid for life.
Pissing.
Yeah. Or built up pressure too much and like ended up with just like a massively oversized foreskin that wouldn't go back.
I'll be honest with you. I saw it on Amazon. I thought this would be really useful for Machiavellian. I put it on like a little wish list of stuff that I.
Have you tried it out yet?
I haven't tried it out. Hence why I was drinking from it.
Yeah, but it's your own thing. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm good though. Thanks.
I'm good though.
One other right,
so
moving
weird.
on, because one other thing I did want to share is I saw this on eBay, and everyone knows I'm a bit of a collector for various bits of paraphernalia. I found a rescues. This is I think it's a paramedic plate carrier. So this is for ballistic,
I reckon,
rescue scenarios, basically where there's obviously a risk of being shot at if you're. I have seen a photo of some of the London emergency services using these on some of the trial days. You know, they do like big practice days.
Oh, yeah.
Mobilise lots of people all together. It's like a combined ops thing. And I have seen a photo of people wearing these. So I was quite chuffed to find this on eBay. So a little bit of a from the vault, I guess, almost.
The only one
nice.
we've got left to do is the black one, the all black.
Oh, I can't get the black one. They don't.
The black Osprey, yeah.
It's not for sale anymore on eBay. Osprey, not directly through Osprey, but the company that made Osprey stuff before it became Osprey, basically made a black version, and it's the one color that I don't currently own, and it's really annoying. So I really want it, but I saw one pop up on eBay and I wasn't prepared to pay that much money.
Are they like Pokemon for you?
Oh yeah, they just shoot out flames and grow every once in a while. And you battle them against other Osprey vests.
Yeah.
So, anyway, how about yourselves? Anything else?
I've got more knives. Can I show you a more knife in the sheath?
Yeah, I took mine out last time.
I think so.
So I got.
Just don't take it out.
I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to show them. Hold them up quick. There we go. There's half the collection. This one's very good. This is the more bush knife. $6.99 on Preppers, guys. $6.99 on Preppers, and it's got a funky little. Are they really sold? Oh, really?
I think so.
I like it. It's got a little funky little paddle symbol thing on the belt clip, like a bushcrafty symbol. Fantastic knives, honestly. Get involved. So yeah, I've got like 9 now.
We all have our little unique collections.
We've all got our things, haven't we?
I've got another set of sealskins.
Nice.
Socks.
Nice. Can't go wrong with sealskins, mate.
Some more step ones.
I've not got any.
I was going to ask if you got sealskin pants, because I think sealskin pants would be really uncomfortable.
Oh,
really lock in the juices.
Oh, yeah. Wear them through the summer events, I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Bake a
Sealed.
cake.
Yeah, sealed for your flavour.
Oh, no.
Right, on that note,
it'd be like opening a gone off ration pack, wouldn't it?
Oh, could you imagine it? At the end of on a Sunday when you get back and you just go for that after event poo. And you just break that
broken lasagna.
Just break that seal, didn't you? Oh, it'd be like opening a packet of cat food, wouldn't it?
No, that'd be.
Disgusting way of ending the news.
I've spent a lot of money with Kenny. Kenny's had a
lot
of money. I have.
He's a bastard. He is a bastard.
You've been working on the Rattler, haven't you?
I've been working on both of them.
Oh, both of them?
Yeah,
nice.
So they've both got flamingo buckins, Titan nubs, new barrels. I've gone full elbows deep tech work.
So, right, quick question on this, because these are obviously both MWS platforms.
Yes, they are.
Do MWS work well out of the box? No, I know this is going to upset Lance. Do MWS
I wouldn't know.
Work well out of the box?
That's because you gave it to Kenny.
Mine was instantly upgraded. I don't know if it worked out of the box.
I mean, because all the MWSs I've seen have been heavily modded almost straight away. Like people buy an MWS and they seem to mod it straight away. So is it okay out the box?
That one,
is it...
the Rattler out the box, I was getting. So I didn't do any changes on it because I wanted to see what it was doing. As standard, like you have to buy a new
swearing at my
barrel. You have to buy a new barrel, put the barrel in. I'm going to stop now because that's annoying me as well. To get it working, but it comes with a nub and hop and everything. And I was getting 50 meters out of that on a cold day. Now I've put a longer barrel in it, a bigger hop. I'm getting to about 60, 65 meters. In the cold, and I've
shut up, Pegasus. Nobody needs to know that.
Yeah, but they are good. They are good out of the box. This one I didn't buy out of the box. This one I bought second hand. But I've been changing it to how I want it. But yeah,
I
think they are pretty good.
People buy guns, so they obviously mod them up, don't they, with the rifts and stuff like that. And it's one of the pleasures I think of airsoft in terms of. Oh, I've got it upgraded. A fully upgraded airsoft riff is always the phrase I like to hear. Whenever you buy it.
I tried mine in the summer on red gas, and it was like more powerful than an actual AR-15. Someone said they can be hot, and I was just like, yeah. I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
I don't think even through the chrono, I don't think there was a registration number high enough for what it was hitting. I was like, I'm going to put this away because I'm going to end up killing something in a minute.
Although I've started using a new one, which is basically propane. So it has very little silicon in it. So it has very little freezing.
But don't shoot next to an open flame.
But don't shoot next to an open flame.
Roger that.
But it is good. Like I've definitely noticed a better performance in the Rattler. So I was using green. What was I using? I was using a red grass. I think Nuprol. And I moved over to this one.
Yes, Stephen. Yes, mate. I know what you're talking about.
And the FPS and the consistency is so much better.
Boom hair.
And it doesn't freeze.
That's because it doesn't have the silicon oil in it.
Yeah. Because the silicon oil, although it helps lubricate everything, as you're firing lots, I did find, especially with the Mark 18, that it was building up and it was freezing a lot quicker, especially on a pistol as well. But yeah.
Harry reckons that Lynx Africa needs to be tested in a gas blowback rifle. Brilliant. I'd love to do that. How do we do that?
You start firing, you start firing, and all of a sudden people just start flocking through the tree line.
Ooh.
Oh, could you imagine how sticky your barrel would be, though?
Imagine.
People goes in 6 mil, comes out 6.5. Just stick to people.
Oh. No, it comes out with like it comes out with like a lurgy on the end of it. The BB just swings around under the barrel and just sticks something. Like it just hocks out a big old booger.
Ryan says Jaeger should be bringing out his propane adapter out soon, so I will be switching to propane.
Mm-hmm.
So Jaeger is now stocking propane accessories, Stephen. So you know.
I will send
you. Do a nice
you...
lot of propane accessories. You two haven't seen King of the Hill, have you?
No.
Nah, fucking wasted on you two. Cretins.
This is Jaeger Precision, is it?
Yeah.
Who we have
on next week.
Cool. There you go.
Wicked.
We can chat all about propane accessories next week, lads.
Yep.
I don't know if he's seen King of the Hill or not. It'll be wasted on him as well.
And he'll be able to give you advice on what you've done wrong with your...
I haven't done anything wrong with it. Just saying, don't do teching. Not my game, man.
They're really easy.
You give me the tings, and I shoot the tings.
These are really easy. Like, you can have these apart in seconds.
I could take it apart.
I could probably take it apart. Let's be honest with you.
Yeah, but putting it
taking anything apart, simple, Andy.
Yeah, the opposite of putting it back together.
I can put it back together. I'm not saying I can't do that.
It just doesn't fire.
I just don't do teching. I can take it apart, clean it all day long.
Right, I'm conscious of the time. Let's move on from the news because it's going to take us a while otherwise. LandNav Challenge, Andy, can you please pop a link in the chat?
Yep. Well, he's answered for it. Swiss Army heavy gas, 150 psi.
Swiss Army heavy gas, 150.
But I will stick a link up.
Pegasus says you were using Nuprol, which is silicon heavy. Andy, just remember you need to do more maintenance.
Yes, Ryan, good lad. East of leave. Ryan's booked leave from the army to come and fix my gun.
Yay! Just for you.
Just for me. Then he's straight back out fucking banana boating.
Yeah, guys, I've got to go. I know there's a war on, but I've got a guy that needs sorting out.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't word it like that.
I've got my contact.
This is
that needs...
tier 1 shit I'm dealing with right now. We're going to DEFCON 4.
James said he literally works in the aerosol factory, so don't tempt him.
You must do it, James.
Daniel says Lynx firing a gas blowback will smell like the changing rooms from back at school.
I do remember. Yeah. Or just before you came in from the just before you got home off the school bus after having a cigarette, just walk through a plume of flammable gas. Yeah. What's up, Mum? Did you get jam tarts when you went shopping?
I'm sorry, did you go to school in the 1970s?
Mate, Mum used to always get jam tarts when she used to do Big Shop, come back, tray of jam tarts. Oh, yes.
Just after the Blitz.
Oh, fuck off, Mike.
Which I know, to clarify, I know history better. I know that the Blitz wasn't 1970s. Marky Mark says, science for Shift Your Riffs. I've got a spare pistol to try with links. There you go.
How would you get the links into the mag, though?
You just take the thing off, don't you? You just take the nozzle off.
I suppose and just
ram it.
I was thinking whether like a WD-40 red straw thing would do it.
Might do.
Because the Lynx cans now, they're not like the thingy ones, are they? They're like a moulded fancy top. I know.
Just take that off, though.
My boy got a Lynx set for Christmas. Shower gel, shampoo.
That's how you get Lynx, isn't it? You don't buy it, it just appears.
I don't know if you can buy it now or whether it's in a gift box at Christmas or not. Christ, I used to get inundated with them at Christmas when I was younger. Fucking
just go and take your boys, smash the top off, and go. Oh yeah, that's how I can fill it up.
yeah. You know that Christmas spray you got? Fucking give it here.
Right.
Graded Buffalo. I like that name.
Oh,
evening, sir.
Oh, hello.
Evening.
Don't think we've seen you before. Welcome.
Graded Buffalo 44. I like that name. Graded Buffalo. Sounds like a steakhouse.
Yes. Oh, we get so easily distracted. Right, we're obviously talking tonight about typical kit lists and prepping for 2024's Airsoft MilSim events. If you are not aware, we have a typical kit list that is available for download on our website.
You're
we'll
not
be making
aware.
this more clear in weeks to come as a page that you can find this information for. I'm hoping to potentially do it as a little checklist option as well, so you don't have to print a physical copy because we're thinking about the environment, and then you can check it off on your phone, which would be good. But I've got to learn how to do that first.
Print it off and laminate it like a sensible person.
There you go.
Like
we may even, at some events going forward, have a few of these for giveaways. We'll just have a load on the table if you want to take a typical kit list, which would be
a bit late by then because you'll be at the event.
Yeah. Well, for Shift Your Riffs.
And you can tick off all the shit you should have brought.
We'll have some. Yeah.
Just have people sit around going, fuck.
Have we put trousers on there for Chris?
Yeah, that's the only list he
we
needs.
need to add trousers and sleeping bag for
Trousers
Chris.
and sleeping bag, yeah.
Right, so we're going to be talking through our list first. So in terms of shelter systems, I assume you both have the list there in front of you that we can obviously talk through.
I have a photograph of it, and I've got my. Don't panic.
No, that's fine. So shelter systems.
We know what we're doing.
We know.
We've broken the shelter system up into basher system, hammock system, and tent system. The idea of this is that, depending on which system you want, the list is universal. So once you print one copy off and laminate it, you don't have to have multiple copies of the list again. So with the basher system, who wants to talk through what we got in the basher system?
Basher.
We got basher, pegs, bungees, which are Lance's favourite, paracord, and a ground sheet. Now, me and Lance differ on bungees. I love the death string.
I hate it's the devil's thong, and it should be fucking banned.
Because I find it quite handy sometimes. Just having it there, even if you just want one bungee strap wrapped round to hold it all together.
Fuck that. They are dangerous as hell. They are awful. I've come so close to losing an eye with a bungee. I swear to God, I'm never ever.
Do you use? Do you just use the hook ones, or do you use?
When I've used them in the past, right? And this is a little tip: if you are mental enough to use bungees, is where you've got the hook and then you've almost got like a little spring bit of metal with like the bungee through and tied a knot. Tie another knot between the start of the metal and like the length of bungee. Tie a knot there. And the reason I say that is when you come to unhook it, it's the knot there can sit in that part of your hand, so that the bungee can't slide through your grip. I know the hook's there, but you don't really want to grip the hook into your fucking hand if it's under a lot of tension.
Yeah. See, I've got ones that have got they're a hook, but then there's like a lever inside.
So like a carabiner.
Yeah, so it's literally like a carabiner, like similar to that, but it's not a carabiner.
No. I would like to present the midway between Andy's full bungee and Lance's no bungee. This is a section of bungee that's about 1 foot to half a foot long, depending on if you extend it. It's got 2 little carabiner clips either end, and I find these quite useful if you do want to have a tensioned basher. You can still put a loop around the tree with paracord or something like that, and then you can then hook this on there, and then you then run a heck of a lot less risk of having a great long string. Because I've seen people use what was I trying to say? I've seen people use the bungees all the way around the tree, which if part of that snaps or goes, you are having basically a whiplash.
I literally use it about the same sort of length as you. Just it's there if you need it. I tend to, if I'm setting up a basher, I won't have it. If I've got a tree that's not as strong as it probably should be, I'll tie one end off on the top, solid, and then that other one, I'll have a bungee on it, and I'll have it so it's almost taut, so the basher always stays taut, so it acts like a bit of a spring. That works quite well. Sorry,
Jungle knots.
JBG, yes, 100%. Yes, please. Yes.
Waiting for you to see that.
Hello, please. Thank you, please.
Yeah, I mean, I know what Lars is saying in terms of, obviously, if you've got a great long section of elasticated material, which is extended out, you know, you run the risk of it pinging back and causing you great pain. Having a shorter section with the carabiner clips, to my mind, is a lot safer. And, you know, I've got to be quite close to whatever I'm doing for that to cause an issue. I don't generally tend to undo things on the tree and right up close to my face. So I personally recommend these, but I wouldn't necessarily go full bungee.
No, I'd
full
never
bungee.
Full bungee.
No, I'm a paracord man myself.
So if you have any old bungees that you don't want, you can get the carabiner clips quite cheaply on Amazon, eBay, anything like that. A little bit of heat shrink wrap. You know, you can make something like that pretty simply. These do have a little bit of metal in there as well to kind of secure the end down. But it's all heat shrinked up and everything like that. So it's not complicated to make if you wanted to make some of those.
But jungle knots,
they're also quite cheap to buy.
Yeah, jungle knots is still my thing to go for. Length of paracord with jungle knots on it.
Even just a spare spool of paracord if you needed to modify anything. I just don't like bungees. I just don't like them at all. Yeah, that's just new. That would not be in my equipment list.
Yeah,
negative.
I mean, I've got thanks to Ryan, jungle knots on pretty much everything I own now, because every time I take something new, he spends about 20 minutes putting jungle knots on it for me. So big shout out to Ryan for that. But
so do you?
Yeah, I mean,
do you keep your jungle knots attached to your basher? Because I personally don't.
All the time.
Always
on there.
I have a 3 meter. I have probably a 500 mil on each corner, but I don't have it everywhere else. I only have a small length on each corner.
No, I have the full full jungle knots on each corner.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. And then just what I do is I have a hairband fed through it, and I'll just spool it up in my hand and then tie the hairband off on it, and it just keeps it as a little ball, depending on what ones we're using. Keeps it nice. And you can get jungle knot pouches and.
Well, you can get little headphone pouches. You know, the little mesh bags.
Yeah.
Again, you can buy those quite cheaply. Then you could always just sew that on. Or
I did that to one of my
or cable tie or something.
Yeah, my family camping tops. It's like a big one. It's got like big orange guy lines in it. I bought some. I think you can get like a pack of 15 sort of faux leather spectacle cases, like the pouches for glasses to go in. I just bought a pack of them off eBay, just for tucking through the eyelet and tying it off, and then I can poke all the guy lines into them, so it keeps them all as their own little units, and they don't tangle up when you pack it away. So you can just roll it up in your hands and then stuff it in a sack, and it won't get tangled up. So they're quite good. Yeah.
I still recommend the UH. I've just had to look it up because I can't remember. It's the UH MWP braided cord that I tried to talk about on one episode prior, and everyone took the piss out of me for talking about string. But some of the strings and cordage on there has quite a substantial breaking weight. So I have had some of the comms cord go on me before. Obviously, using nice thin cord, it's a heck of a lot easier to then wrap it up and everything like that.
Yes, what I use. I use
something
comms
nice
cord for my jungle knots
as well.
I see. I used ant steel. I've forgotten how you say it, but it's basically paracord, but it's got like it's what holds me up in my basher, in my hammock. You know that slip through system that I've got. That's amp steel, and that holds my weight, and I'm not the smallest guy in the world.
No, fair play.
And it's thinner than paracord.
Sorry, I was just imagining the rope to your bash as like a good tennis ball size diameter.
Yeah. Elevator
cable. Rope around the tree.
Elevator cable.
Yeah, Ray says we don't want to use what cordage you use in your burger. I had a variety. You can. It's your choice what you'd like to be buried with.
Yeah, or tied up with.
Right, let's talk about hammock systems then. Andy, you obviously mentioned hammocks there. Do you want to talk about hammock systems?
Yes, hammock systems. I love them. They're the best.
Hammocks are good.
Um,
I like a hammock.
So you've got your hammock, which is obviously your sleeping section. Underquilt, which I keep on mine as standard. Summer, winter, autumn, underwater. I always have my underquilt on there because even if it's summer, you can just sleep on top of it. And because I got a big double, you can literally just wrap that over yourself. So you don't really. So you could save in the summer events. I probably won't. I'll only take a jungle bag just in case my feet get cold or something. I highly recommend it, just having your hammock and your underquilt all set up in one easy to quick pull-out bag, which I've done with mine. So they stay attached the whole time, and I just put it in a stuffed bag and keep the two ends out. So you put your rope round the tree, hook it on, and then you just pull it out the bag, and nothing touches on the floor then. And then when you shove it in, you always keep one end attached and keep one end out. So you kind of pack from the middle. And it's a good way of sorting it out. And make sure that you've got a big enough basher.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I've never struggled with a normal British Army basher. I've just set it up as a diamond over the top of it, and I've never got wet under there.
Yeah, so with that, I think that all depends on the length of the hammock as well. So make sure that your length of hammock fits the basher that you're using. So I know that because mine's a double hammock, mine's actually longer than a standard British basher. And I've made the mistake of grabbing the wrong basher bag, which will not happen again because the other basher has now got hammock stenciled onto the side.
Hammock thing.
I quite like using the DD tarp for that because the British Army one again. I had a similar problem, Andy, and to me, I wanted a little bit more shelter space anyway. So whilst you probably could just get the hammock under it, it was nice to have somewhere a little bit bigger that potentially two of you could sit if you wanted to. Yeah, go through kittens or whatever. And also, to be fair, if you do a hammock set up right with a big enough basher, you can obviously share that shelter. Got the hammock far enough off the ground that somebody can kind of kip semi underneath you, almost like a bunk bed style. That does work. We've proven that before. But the DD tarps, I think the 3x3 works quite well.
Yeah, that's a go-to.
Yeah,
nice.
So
nice.
I've bought a 4x4, which is massive.
That should work.
Yeah, you should just squeeze under that, I'd imagine.
But I haven't tried it out on the field yet. It's their own.
Because we can't find a big enough field.
But I'm hoping that with that I can sort of drop one side really like close to the ground, but still have room for my kit and stuff, and then have the other side using one of my basher poles held up, so in a triangle, so it gives a large area. So then if someone's got a tent, they can put their tent underneath that section as well, and you can have like
almost like a baker tent
area.
sort of thing.
Yeah,
like a frontier baker tent sort of shape.
Yeah. Haven't tried it out yet, but shall do. I am sure. I have ideas for hammocks. Trying new stuffs.
I love
hammocks. Are genuinely some of the comfiest night sleeps I think I've had in the woods.
They're fabulous, and it doubles as a chair. Everything like you set it up nice. But they are good. They are good.
Yeah.
One of the more luxury ends of sleeping.
Hammocks are great, but make sure you have an alternative ground mat just in case you can't find anywhere to set the hammock up.
Yeah. See, I'm quite comfortable on the floor. I can, it doesn't faze me. I mean, yeah, I can nod off on the deck. It doesn't bother me. So my sort of sleep system, if you like, would just be my DOS bag, bivvy bag, and my sleep mat with my little mylar sheet bit over the top of it, and that'd be me quite happy when it comes to sleeping. Although hammocks are amazing, don't get me wrong, they are lovely. But I don't know, I'd probably choose the floor and my poo chair over a hammock and something else, just because it's easy.
we've covered it before, haven't we? It depends on the event as well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
If you want to be low profile, you setting up a 4x4 bit of tarp with a hammock swinging in the air, it's probably not going to be your best choice of sleeping systems.
Well, but having said that SEO one we did, you got your hammock nice and low, literally just off the ground, wasn't it? When we had our one,
did he have it in an enclave?
It was good.
Sorry,
yeah, it was good. It was cool.
Yeah. We'll talk about tents as well. So obviously, tent systems, depending whatever tent you have, I would suggest it's not something bright color, but if it is, then you can obviously dull that down with a secondary fly over the top, like a basher or ghillie net, cam net, or something like that. Obviously, pegs, bungees again, depending on how you're setting things up, and then paracord. One thing I did want to just mention on the tents is I actually contacted Vango this week. We've talked about it before in terms of suggesting a camouflage, some of their sort of 2-3 man sort of lightweight backpacking tents. So I did contact them and I asked them, and they've completely ignored the question I asked them. And they've said, thanks, we'll certainly pass this on to the team. Colours tend to rotate, and we may bring a darker one out in the future once the F10 range is no longer using dark green. However, the current colour is Pamir green for the range.
So they've gone.
That wasn't AI answered you, was it?
Have an automated response.
So I suggested, have you considered like woodland camouflage or like your own custom print or something like that? Or like a dark olive fly that you can either buy as like an accessory afterwards or, you know.
Yeah, like a wrap, like a winter skin sort of thing.
Yeah. And they've just completely ignored me and told me about what colours that they've got. So that was really helpful. So thanks, Vango, for the customer
service.
Thanks,
Vango, for taking the time to answer your customers with a conscientious outlook. Yes, thank you for that. Good stuff.
I
think everyone. I mean, if any of you who are just getting into any like these new listeners we've got this evening, considering MilSim, I mean, you must start off, get yourself a basher. Like Mike said there, if you do go down the road and you get a tent, you've got a basher there as a secondary outer skin. Yeah. Or whatever it is you're using, you know, it's one of the musts. You know that from my point of view, it's the most versatile bit of kit you could get. No matter bash, or a tarp, you know, a bushcraft tarp / basher. It's it's same meat, different gravy, but definitely start off with a tarp setup, learning to use a tarp or a basher setup, whatever you want to do. You know, definitely get your head around that first. For sometimes a tent's just not, you know, plausible for an event you might be doing. It's not a
practical thing to take, is it? On some events, it's you don't have the space or.
I mean, your Octos, your Octos have got like an actual camping area where you can set a civvy tent up, sort of thing, and that's all well and good. But that's just an Octo event. You know, an awful lot of the other events, that's not going to be the case. So be more au fait with like the more low profile stuff, as opposed to a big sort of like a normal commercial tent type thing, if you know what I mean.
But no matter what system I run, tent or hammock or like, I always have a extra basher.
Yeah,
there is a pocket on both of my bags, and a basher just lives in it. It never comes out unless it's needed.
Yeah, basher, poncho,
and it goes out no matter
anything
what.
like that. It's cool, definitely.
Yeah,
58 pattern poncho. Get hold of one of them. They're lovely. They're brilliant.
Yeah,
do like a 58 pattern poncho.
That's the shelter systems. Let's talk about clothing. So we grouped clothing into warm weather, cold weather, high risk of wet weather. So the idea of this is that depending on what event you've got coming up, gives you the choice of usually between warm and cold, and then if it's raining, tends to be the kind of various parameters you need to consider. Individuals will obviously vary depending on your own personal body temperature, how hot you run normally. You know, some people feel the cold a lot more than others, so bear that in mind. This is a generic list. But for warm weather, it's a fairly similar list. We've obviously got boots, 2 pairs of socks, long sleeve shirt or a U-back, and then we've got 2 on there. So depending on, for me, for warm weather, I like to have the chance to swap out a shirt. If you've been running around getting sweaty, it's nice to kind of swap one out. You can have one hanging on a little makeshift clothesline. You can dry it off if you need to. Jumper or fleece when it gets a little bit colder in the evening. And then a smock as well. Gives you another extra layer that you can put on. Combat trousers, gloves. I like gaiters. We've got gaiters on the list. So in the kind of summer months, gaiters are really, really good for thorns, stinging nettles, anything kind of like low-level brush if you're pushing your way through. I tend to be one myself that doesn't really kind of stop when I just see a bush. We can just go through the bush. That's fine. So I find gaiters are quite useful for that. They also just kind of give a little bit of top protection to your boots.
I have to admit, I don't wear gaiters.
No,
I have been thinking of getting a set because obviously the increase in ticks and stuff that's meant to be happening this year. They're meant to be quite prevalent. They're already I think who ended up with one? You didn't you?
No, I've never had a tick. Mike got one, didn't
Mike
he?
had one.
Yeah.
But they're saying that they're meant to be coming back with a bit of a vengeance with the global warming and all that hotter weather and stuff that's coming. They're saying that ticks are going to be more prevalent in the UK.
Just summer.
So I might get myself a set.
Yeah, I mean, for me, to be honest with you, the tick I got was actually on my waistband. So it wasn't because I think, probably more conscious of like my trousers and like sleeves and stuff like that. But that being said, I was wearing gaiters. So I think it's probably only when I've kind of sat down, laid back and kind of just chilled out for a little bit. But obviously, there's more of a chance there. But yeah, I mean, there's British Army gaiters are pretty good. The MTP ones are those. I used to run a set of Mountain Warehouse ones, which weren't anything fancy. They're just like a grey, dull grey colour. I think you can get them obviously still in Woodland DPM and the like. So
yeah, I've got a set of DPM and a set of multicam gaiters. I don't really use them though, to be fair. Only it'd have to be like really. For me, I'd use them more if it's like saturated ground, like proper saturated, where your trousers are just going to get gipping wet. But then I'm thinking about waxing from the sort of like the upper thigh down on a pair of trousers just to see how that works for the old water repellency. That'd be good. But yeah, I don't really I rarely use gaiters, to be fair. They wouldn't be in my packing list of set of gaiters.
No, I mean,
personally.
I'll tell you what, if you're in a proper, muddy, say like you're working through a trench system or something, and it's a classic airsoft site trench system, so it's got no drainage, it's just full of water. You're mud up to your knees. The one thing I do like about gaiters is obviously you can take the gaiter off, and then the top of your boots where you need to then start fiddling about with the laces and everything like that, generally quite dry. And being that they're clean, it makes it a heck of a lot easier to try and taking them off. Whereas when all that starts muddying up and caking up, it becomes very finicky in terms of trying to open those boots up and then put them back on again.
Yeah.
It's just not.
I've got to admit, I'm not a big fan of how they constrict, because obviously when I did my World War II reenactments, gaiters or leggings as they called them were part of the issue kit. Like you wore them all the time, and I just found them terribly uncomfortable after a while. It was almost like wearing like high top.
It's like
boots.
a rubber band around the upper leg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't have the smallest calves in the world. And I do find that finding ones that fit without digging in. I know they've got to dig in a bit because otherwise they're just going to fall down. But I do find them a little bit uncomfortable. But that's just me personally.
I'll bring mine when we next meet up, and I'll show you, because I've had the same thing. I got rid of my DPM ones because I find that my calves are way too big. Like the biggest size, it wasn't anything to do with foot size. Just bought the biggest pair I could, and basically
I got a set of Berghaus winter ones. So they're good because your actual boot goes inside it, and then you just pull the tread out from underneath. There's like a rubber base to them, and you just pull the tread of your boot out from the bottom. And they're actually like an overcover. The Berghaus like proper winter ones. They're good. Lance, where did you get your Stanley Cup cover? Do you know what, bud? I think this is it's just like a normal like wetsuit material bottle cover that you get for like summer just to keep your drink cool. There's no actual name or anything on it. It just happens it fits my Stanley Cup. So I couldn't tell you where. I just found it in amongst my kit, mate.
Got John written on the bottom of that, didn't it?
There's not. I don't think there's even a label on it. I don't think it's not like a branded thing or anything, bud. But if you buy one of those, you can get like a beer can coolers and stuff like that.
Probably able to find it on Amazon.
It's it's got a little clip in that on it and a little drawstring thing at the top. I think it is more for a bottle because obviously that drawstring is to cinch around the neck of a bottle or can or something. So yeah, just look up one of them, mate. Just like a wetsuit material. A beer can cooler or something, or like energy drink. If you've got like one of the energy drink ones that's a bit taller, you'd be laughing. So yeah, quite good.
Following on from the list, so we have Schmar or Snud, anything like that. You know, something potentially.
Shamog.
I don't generally tend to run it myself in the summer. I find it gets too hot. But what I do use it for, I've always got it in my pocket, so that if we're sitting around in the woods, get yourself into some brush or whatever like that, and you can whack it up over your face. Just helps. If you haven't got cam cream and stuff on, you can just sort of hide something. Sort of
Yeah, schmags are good.
See, I wear a snood. I always wear a snood all the time.
I'll get too hot. I can't.
I've paid too much money on my teeth. I'm not going to spend any more.
I haven't. I'm going to wait till they've all fallen out and get proper ones.
Turkey
that's
teeth.
my plan.
Yeah.
That's why I don't smile at Airsoft either.
Yeah.
Just fucking
miserable git.
Emotionless, just getting the job done because it's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Waterproof jacket. Always
obviously,
take a waterproof jacket.
Always,
no matter if
regardless.
it's not going to rain, take a jacket because it, you know.
Gore-Tex jacket always goes in the top of my bag.
Yeah. I really like my new little Keeler. That packs down quite small. That's a Woodland TPM one. So that covers you off. Spare underwear. Do you guys change your underwear at events?
If I would do more in the summer, like for in the evening, for example. Like I'd only take like kit wise in the summer. I'd only take like a spare t-shirt. I wouldn't take spare trousers, or I usually just wear a lightweight jacket. Like I wouldn't take a smock in the summer. It'd be like a lightweight combat jacket. You know, like a temperate climate jacket or something like that. And I'd take either like a long sleeve thin t-shirt, purely just to get my head down in. And then I'll just put one on. I've been sweating my nuts off in all day. I'll put that back on in the morning. But I'll just have that dry top, bit of towel cup, dry top on, just to get my head down, be a bit more comfortable. And I would change the old grundies out in the evening as well. Yeah, just to because they've just been absorbing all sorts of shit all day, and there's just they need to be
actually the seal skins.
They need to be incinerated instantly.
I got to admit, I do keep my spare underwear in a Ziploc bag.
Defo.
So then when you change out to your lovely
Ranger rolls, mate. Ranger roll is the way forward.
And then but you've got the smell.
No, but what I'm saying is like a Ranger roll.
Oh, yeah,
kit,
Ranger roll.
Pants, t-shirt, pair of socks. Just it all rolls up into a little sausage, and that's it. You've got change of pants, socks, and t-shirt. Happy days.
But put it in a Ziploc bag because you're right.
Yeah, but my pants go in a Ziploc bag. So as soon as I change out, the ones that are fruity fresh cannot transfer any of the other stuff onto my other kit.
Absolutely.
Or when you open up that bag where they've been sat in the sun all day, you go, "Oh,
yeah, no, just throw that away now. That's gone.
I'm not hungry anymore.
I'm buying new underwear now."
Well, a shirt on the top thing with shirts now as well is make sure you buy a shirt that's longer, a little bit longer in the body, just so you can really tuck it into you. Because that's like Mike said, when you got the tick, it's a lot of the time when you're at Airsoft, you know, plate carriers and that make stuff ride up, and you bend over and you've got that bottom of your small part of your back showing. You know, it's an exposed bit of skin. So if you can get like the granddad t-shirts, it's got like the shit flap on the back. So they're really good because you can really tuck them in, cinch your belt up, and then there's a lot less chance of you exposing your skin and stuff like that.
Yeah, my missus bought me one
summer and winter.
That.
Even the winter, because it keeps the chill off you.
You know that company that does for fat and tall people? Can't remember.
High and Mighty.
No, it was.
It begins with a B.
Yeah, I'm not even
Big
sure
boys.
If they exist. Not sure if they. But she bought me a t-shirt for a tall person, and I'm a short person, so that works out brilliantly. Because
there you go then.
It's longer in the body, but it's still like normal size.
Yeah. Yeah, defo.
That worked brilliantly.
Sorry, I've just googled it because I was trying to find it. It's a fat and tall company. I've got big clothing for you, large and tall menswear, big fish clothing, big mats, and then just fat face.
There's a place called High and Mighty as well. That's a big guy shop.
Yeah, that didn't come up with the top search, but
High and Mighty.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Get size 23 shoes and shit like that in there. It's like a fucking canoe.
Badoo. Ben
no,
Joe,
Boohoo,
like
something else, isn't it? But it was.
Boohoo.
I'm sure someone will think of it.
So we've got a head cover as well. So depending on what you're going as.
Right, yeah. Sorry, Pegasus just said began with a J and Freddie Flintoff was in the adverts.
Yeah, that was it. Giacomo,
not a B. It was a J.
Yeah,
Giacomo, yeah, boy.
Yeah, I don't even know if they still exist. But yeah, she bought me a t-shirt for there from ages ago, and I still run it now.
Nice.
It's going strong.
Good stuff.
But I would like another one. Just buy something that's not for your size.
This evening show sponsored by Giacomo.
Not really.
Not really.
No. So head cover, beret, cap, boonie, depending on the event. For the most part, I think we wear caps and boonies.
Boonie and beanie, baby. Boonie and beanie.
I always have a beanie.
Yeah.
In my bag. Just so if I need to get my head down. And I tend to find at night, even in the summer, the temperature does drop.
Yeah, can do. It's first thing in the morning as well.
Me being a Mr. Baldy man.
A chrome dome.
A shorter head, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Desert head.
A massive testicle head. I find that even just sleeping in my sleeping bag, my head gets cold. So I just literally just have a real thin
balaclava in the winter.
Boonie.
Yeah.
Well, I got this.
Stag duty valleys.
Balaclava. There you go. Job done.
Yes,
that's the end
that
of
would be it. I'd have
warm weather.
Boonie and beanie, and then in the winter I'd chuck a bally in there as well for the old stag. It's always good. Snuggle up.
Just be careful if you wear a balaclava on your face while sleeping. We've had this story before. It wakes up in different positions. If you've got a 3-hole balaclava, you are waking up with that rotated round you.
I woke up to Dan in a balaclava stood over me with a machete once. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
He's like, "Do you want a cup of tea? I've just got the fire going." I was just like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" Yes, I'd love one.
I'll have
yeah. Now that I've actually woken up and I've focused and I know that you're not here to kill me, yes, I'd love a cup of tea.
Actually, I need one.
Yes, yeah. Can you put gin in it as well? Thanks. After that.
Ray says, "Don't wear a beret to an event. You're just asking people to mock you." I think we need to just clarify this briefly. So there are certain things that I would say is probably acceptable for that. So, for example,
bank robber.
Yeah, no, I've got a theory. I think if you wear a beret to an event, you've got to wear it really, really shitly, and then you can get away with it.
People proper know.
Literally, so it looks like a fucking Yorkshire pudding. And then I think that's the only time it would ever be okay. Like just to generically wear. If you was wearing one to a specific event,
on the back of the head.
just or wearing it as a flat cut. Do you know what I mean? Just completely wrong. Then I think you'd probably get away with it because it's like, oh look, poor sod doesn't even know how to fucking set his berry properly. But if it's, I sort of disagree at the same time. Whereas if you're at an event where it's like an actual reenactment and you're playing a specific role or task, then I think that would be sort of more
so
okay.
That's what
do you know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say. So, for example, things like, say you're doing an event where you're the UN. You know, it's going to be blue helmet covers, blue berets. There are some other various blue hats I think they do wear. I am not in any way suggesting go along and dress up as a para and just go and enjoy yourself because, Royal Commander, any of the... There's no reason for it. Unless you are doing a certain role, certain event, certain style, then I completely agree with Rage. But I just wanted to caveat that I think there's a little bit of nuance there. But
my personal...
dressing.
Yeah. My personal preference is if it's something that has to be earned, like a rank, jump pins, jump wings, anything like that.
Yeah, you should be wearing rank slides
anything
and shit like that.
Anything that you've had to earn in real life, we shouldn't be wearing unless you have earned it. Then kudos, wear it as much as you want.
Boots, But then what about just a plain OD green beret that you've got your team? Like for example, we've got our own desert tan. No, not desert tan. It's like an olive drab, isn't it? With our Punisher.
Coyote. I think it was the least offensive one we could find.
Yeah. That hardly anyone runs, but it was like with our Punisher black thing on it that we used for. I can't remember what event it was now. Falklands.
There was a certain event that we all wanted. We were going along on the basis of it wasn't a boonie event. It was a kind of a more.
It was a force on force, but we had to show that we were wearing like soft caps, not in like tack helmets, because we had to go through villages and shit like that to show that we were like, oh yeah, friendly sort of stuff. And then it changed out later on. We went sort of like full force, and sort of like the soft covers came off, and which was quite cool, I thought, in a way. But yeah, I do get that it's like, but then I think you've got to be respectful of it. If you're not marching up and down saying, oh yeah, I used to be the para, I used to be a Royal Marines Commando, but we all clearly weren't. That's when it gets fucking shitty in my eyes.
Rage says, I don't care about the walt side, doesn't bother me, but berets just make you look like a bit of a tit unless you go full mong like Lance said.
Yeah, got me. It's got. Do you remember the ones you got, those black ones that turned up? They were literally made out of you used to get them really shit Christmas bags, they were like
it was just felt,
like really shit felt that you could see through it, and we tried one on, and you could literally just pull the beret in half, just down. It was like a whale once. It was brilliant. It was so. Or buy one that's really exaggerated. Like you can get like a giant Stetson.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you should do that anymore. I think that's a little bit too close to Israel at this point.
No, but they wear the big bags, don't they?
But the Israeli bags, they're cool as shit.
Yeah, they do look
sorry,
really cool.
They work so well. They
see, I really like them, and I was looking at getting one, but I don't feel I could wear that now.
But why? Doesn't matter.
Because there's too much controversy around it.
Other countries do wear them.
Chefs wear them.
I think chefs.
The French wear something similar.
The Mitznefet. That's what they're called.
But they work so well.
They don't get shouted at.
You see a helmet walking through the
I'll wear a chef hat. Fuck it. Spray it green, whatever.
Or you wear one of them.
I want. I'm going to get a chef hat. I'm going to get a chef hat and I'm going to gilly the shit out of it. That's what I'm going to do. Can I wear my army cadet beret? Is that all right still? Because I went to the army cadets. Can I wear that? Is that allowed? Yeah, there's a question.
I wear my scout
Scout Brazzard, yeah, woggle. Let's get involved. Come on.
Right, cold weather gear. We've obviously kind of talked a lot about it's very much similar with the warm weather. I think the only things that we've added to the list: thermal top, thermal bottoms.
Thermal bottoms, defo.
We included a beanie and the head cover on that list as well. So.
I need thermal bottoms because my legs feel the cold, man. Especially my thighs, which I've mentioned countless times before. But yeah, I must have a pair of thermal bottoms for the evening. Ooh. Change into them bad boys.
Why don't you talk about high risk of wet weather?
I don't really take any. I'll take a Gore-Tex jacket and that's it. Really, wet's wet.
Yeah.
As long as you've got dry kit, as long as you've got dry kit that you can get into to get your head down, just wet's wet. Just keep moving, keep warm.
Jacket. Waterproof jacket.
Even a poncho. Yeah, that's it exactly. I mean, I don't even take spare trousers to it. Fuck me, you're only there for a day or so. I mean, you can just suffer it. Different if you was out there for a week, maybe, but you're not. You're there for like 36 hours ish, give or take. So I mean, I'll definitely take a Gore-Tex jacket, a t-shirt to change into, just so something dry to sleep in, basically. Whether that's a fleece you chuck on and you can whip your trousers off or whatever it be. But yeah, just something dry to sleep in.
Like
and then you can just chuck your wet kit back on.
This time of year, I'll take spare trousers because the ground's wet. If you're in the ground all the time, I'd take spare trousers, and a spare top. Because if you've got to be down low for the whole time and you're sitting there just getting saturated, a waterproof jacket's going to only do so much for a certain amount of time if you're lying in wet ground.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to sort of tack on to that and say it does depend on the style of event you're going to. If you have the option that, we've done events at Longmoor where you can have a proper crate and everything like that, and we've done an event where it's pretty much rained the whole time. And having extra changes of clothes and stuff like that was a godsend because, it gave you something you could change out of when you got back in. It was cold as anyway. But one thing I would say is obviously if you're getting wet to start with, something's going wrong.
Sorry, I've just read that. James, Rage is going to punch you in the face. Wear down.
If you're getting wet to start with, clearly something's going wrong in terms
of... All right.
All right.
No.
Andy, you've got a lovely bright pink...
Have I? I don't know.
I've got a pink hue about it.
Roasting now.
Oh,
nothing
no,
nothing wrong with what was.
Yeah, we're all back about mums now.
The mums are back. God damn these mums.
I mean, raincoats and stuff like that.
Somebody mentioned a silk negligee.
There was a chat about a silk negligee from Stephen Whitehead.
I'm interested.
Yeah,
not gonna lie. That's tweaked my interest.
Yeah, having a decent external wet weather layer, that's going to keep you proper dry is a key to start with, because ultimately if you're absolutely soaked through, something has gone wrong there. I would argue.
And having your kit waterproofed as well and stored in a waterproof, dry bags, dubbing your boots, waxing any stuff. I'm all up for the waxing now. God damn it, that smocks fucking next level.
Whoa. Yeah, that was good.
I didn't take my phone out of me. I walked the dog the other day and it was torrential. And I was literally just like, this is incredible. Dog's just there in like the pissing rain, and I'm just there staring at my arm, going like. Flynn's like, "Can we get the shit out of the way so we can go back home, please? Because I'm soaking fucking wet. Looking at your arm, you freak." Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I was I bought a set of what I thought were waterproofs, and they were in the kind of wet weather kit aisle of Mole Valley Farmers. I don't know if you've ever been or frequented one of those shops. It's kind of like a shop for farmers, basically.
Lots of barber,
so it sells everything
stuff
from sort of like it sounds like everything from like clothes for farmers to like medical stuff for horses.
Did you get a white shirt that's got the black pinstripe check through it? That's a very farmer-esque shirt.
I bought, it was Woodland DPM, and it was sold as wet weather gear. So I bought this thinking, oh, this is perfect, and it turned out it was water resistant, which, much to my dismay, after I went on the canal boat trip I went on, where you guys took over the show for that evening.
Oh, Hunt Mike. Throw peanut butter at him.
I spent a full day in the rain thinking, I've got this. You guys go inside. I'll steer the boat because you have to steer outside anyway. So I've got this. And I was absolutely sodden by the time at the end of the day because it had all started coming in through the seams and everything. And I was so upset because I was like, oh, this is meant to be waterproof. And then sort of looking at it, it's water resistant. So if you are going to get in a proper water gear, buy waterproof stuff. Because water resistant doesn't mean jack.
Water resistant's a bit of a shit phrase for something, I think.
Yeah.
Because if something's resistant to something, it doesn't let it in.
I've got a t-shirt that's water resistant for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, but that's not water resistant then, is it? It's just it just soaks in quicker.
Water resistant?
There's nothing. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't buy anything that says water resistant. It needs to be waterproof.
Yeah.
Or if it is water resistant and it lets water in, take it back because it's crap. It's like showerproof.
Yeah. Showerproof. Yeah.
Showerproof's bullshit as well because you'll still get wet.
Wearing it in the shower.
It's like it's resistant to showers but not water. It's the fucking same thing. Can it be like showerproof but then no, it's not waterproof though? Yeah. Well, tell me what's made out of the shower then? Water or what? What is it? Mud, dust?
Lance's rant.
I hate poor explanations of stuff. It's just it just does my head in. It does my head in. Shower resistant.
Yeah, that's a good point there. From
fuck off, it's not.
Defiant events, waterproofs are only good for static use. I'd rather focus on kit that's lightweight and dries fast. Oh, this is the thing. I'm talking here. Stag duty. You've got to go and stand on a gate for 2 hours in the absolute sopping rain. It is not much fun. You are not going to be moving around too much. And if there's no dry cover for you at all, you are going to be getting wet. So having something that you can properly put on, stay dry, keeps your spirits up for one thing as well, because you're going to be a little bit happier. It's much better.
Wax smock jacket, mate.
Or if you go canal boating and you want something where you can stand at the back of the boat and get wet, trying to look cool, thinking, yeah, I've got this.
Looking out for people throwing peanut butter at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's water resistant, is it peanut butter resistant? There's the ultimate question, isn't it?
There's science there. Yeah, but how would the peanut butter penetrate the material? You'd have to smear it in.
Butterphobic.
Just see him like that. Oh.
You couldn't just throw. If I held peanut butter at Mike, the peanut butter wouldn't go through his jacket. You'd have to push it in through the fibres, wouldn't you?
Depends.
It's too dense. It's too dense. Unless you had like peanut butter juice.
Ugh.
Like poo juice.
The only thing that we haven't specifically talked about are seal skin socks.
Oh yeah,
love seal skins.
Highly recommend a pair of seal skins.
Two pairs of seal skin socks.
2 pairs of seal skins if you can afford such.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We won't go into
foot care and stuff now. Basically, seal skin socks are obviously a really good way of keeping your feet dry. If you're going to be going through a river, or once you've gone through a river, you can put them on and it helps dry the boot out and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, see, I do mine the other way. I won't I wouldn't wear them walking into a river. I'll walk through the river, and then do my foot care. Not that I'd be planning on walking through a river, but
try and avoid it at all costs. But
but if you have to walk through it, get soaking wet, then put your sealskins on over the top of another pair of socks, so you've got that comfort, and the moisture from your boot isn't getting into the socks, and your heat of your feet should naturally dry your boots.
And if you put 2 pairs of sealskin socks on, you'll be wet on both sides.
Ash and Stephen have literally blown my mind with, if you did rub peanut butter onto an article of clothing, would it then make it waterproof? I'm guessing it's oil-based, isn't it?
It is oil-based.
Would it be a crunchy peanut butter or a smooth peanut butter?
You'd have to go for smooth.
You'd have to go for
smooth. I think so. I think you'd have to go for smooth, yeah. Unless you want like a textured finish. Like some Raptor paint. Pebble dashed your jacket.
They used to use grease. They used to use grease fat, didn't they? On
goose fat as well.
Boots.
Good old goosing. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Right. This is clearly going to turn into a 2-parter. So let's pick the last 2 boxes. So let's talk about sleep systems. Lance, do you want to run through sleep systems?
I will. Let me just open my phone because it has closed itself.
There is, I will admit, while Lance is looking this up, we have one thing missing on there, which will be on the Mark II version, which will be coming out soon, which is actually a roll mat or some sort of sleep pad.
So we got on our list on here, we've got sleeping bag, bivvy bag, sleeping bag liner, possibly whoopee, jungle blanket. Yep, all very acceptable things, especially in the winter with the sleeping bag liner. For if you keep your boots on, it keeps all the shit inside the liner and not inside your bag. You can use a couple of sandbags if you wanted to, something like that. But I mean, for me, my sleeping bag system would be, or my sleep system would be, your sleeping bag, your bivvy bag, and then just like your ground mat and a Mylar sort of thing as well. And again, it's seasonal dependent, isn't it? How cold it's going to be. I'll put my jungle bag inside my main DOS bag to sort of add that extra layer of insulation, as well as the bivvy bag and that. So yeah, I'm sort of set, and it's sort of like 4 items, DOS bag, jungle, bivvy bag, and your roll mat, and that's pretty much my sleep system sorted. Yeah, but that's quite good. That's all good.
Do you take a pillow anymore? You used to take a pillow.
I take a pillowcase. So I had a camping pillow from years ago, which the insides were just crap. It just sort of like parted in the middle, and I had like nice insulation there, and then my head was just on the floor.
Yeah, a pair of headphones.
Essentially just ridiculous. Yeah. So I just got all the liner out and threw that away. So what I do for a pillow is I'll stuff my softy jacket in it, and that makes a wicked pillow. So it's dual purpose. I've got a softy jacket through the night under my head, keeping warm, and then I can just take it out of the case in the morning, put it on, and it's already toasty. So yeah,
I have to admit, the one thing I am extremely there's 2 things that I'm extremely jealous of Ash for is his tiger stripe flat cap and his pillow that he had.
That he bought of Tactical Doodles.
Oh, that is
he's doing some wicked stuff now. Have you seen his phone cases he's doing?
Yeah.
He's done a Woodland DPM for the Pro Max 14. I'm getting one of them fucking bad boys, man.
But
sorry, thanks, John. Life. John's just come into the chat. Giacomo.
Well, John.
Cheers, John. But yeah,
about 25 minutes late, mate. But good on you. Unless there's a delay on YouTube, I don't know.
Yeah, that pillow is proper. That is.
Yeah. He likes that. He had them at the last Empire event. He had some of his wares that he was peddling. Yeah, fantastic.
I do like. I've got a Decathlon. I think it's a 4-class little inflatable rectangular pillow. Literally like 3 puffs of breath and it's inflated. The only thing I have made to kind of supplement it is a little elastic strap that you can strap around.
Is it made out of bungee?
It is. Well, not obviously. It's ribbon bungee, like elastic, rather than.
What do you put it around your head to keep your pillow?
No, so I put it around. If it's a cot bed,
one on each side.
Just a strap. It sits up with a pillow.
Front, just lay flat. Job done.
What is going on here? I don't wear berets. I wear a pillow.
So the pillow basically sits. It stays on the cot bed because I've had it a few times where it's just slid off the end.
I'm going to put a head strap on mine. I think that's a bloody brilliant idea.
It's not a terrible idea. Grant you. until you wake up and just it's around your neck or something.
Yeah, but you know, like sometimes you sit up in bed at night and then your pillow rolls out the way and you pick it up and you think, oh fuck, where's that gone? Whereas it just stays with you.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel it's almost like a travel pillow,
but with a strap.
Yeah,
head strap.
Yeah, I will. I'll just see if I can find the product. I was thinking, I found it. I've got it. I know what you need. Sorry, carry on talking, and we'll come back to that.
Well, I'm thinking of getting one of the Mark 6 helmet straps that's got the little torch strap as well on it, so I can actually wear a torch whilst my head on my pillow. What is that? What's the holes for on this?
What is that?
What is that? Oh, we need to get them. We desperately need to get the. I am not spending 114
what?
£99.
To be fair, they probably don't sell loads.
I'm worried about that. That's fucking odd.
For goodness sake, what is all this? There you go.
Is that a video? Please play the video.
With a durable covering that encompasses the entire head and neck, the ostrich pillow makes it possible to nap anywhere. Catch a quick nap against a bus window, the metal rails of a subway seat, the bark of a tree, or the desk at work, or even the back of a park bench. Designed by seasoned siesta takers in Spain, the ostrich pillow features a polystyrene filling that provides a cocoon-like comfort. I mean, it looks horrendous, doesn't it?
That looks like you've got a pair of pants on your head, upside down. Please play the video by putting it on. Sorry, everyone who's listening back to this, but we're watching a video of this travel pillow.
This can't
which
be a real product.
It basically looks like an old vintage diving helmet slash underpants on your head slash like a novelty turkey hat sort of type thing.
I don't think that's a real product.
I don't think that. What is that achieving at the top there? All that excess material.
Yeah.
Breathability? I don't know.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's comfy. Fuck, no way, it's not real.
Right.
Oh, Luke's having a stretch as well. That's not real. That's not real.
That's not real.
I am going to... But next week, I will have my strap will be installed on my pillow. And you laugh now. You wait.
Defiant, say fucking bunch of pillow heads reacting to a stand too. Just like... Oh,
no. I love it. I love stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
Imagine having that on whilst going to the toilet with the crap strap.
Honestly, someone would come across
in the dead of night.
No, I'm going again.
Fucking aliens. Oh dear, that's really tickled me. I love that.
Right.
If it was 40 quid, I'd be tempted just for the laugh.
Yeah,
and I'd wear it. I'd wear it. I'm not spending £100 on that. No way.
See, I think that
I can look stupid for much cheaper.
Yeah, you two are just going to look like that.
Oh, what?
Just those two with your pillow strapped to your head.
Well, Andy, we can't see what you're looking at.
Oh, right. Well, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's gone now.
Never mind.
Where's it gone?
Fool. Yeah, I'm going to make... That's a great... I must make a note of that. Mike, write that down for me. Pillow strap. I'll do it.
Ostrich pillow.
No, not ostrich pillow. Let's start a new page because it's Jan 24. Bear with.
There you go. Right, so we've talked about sleep system. Sleeping bags wise.
Yeah, we'll have to do cooking in that next week. Or week after.
Well, we've got Jaeger Precision on next week, so we'll come back and do this as a part 2 after that. Sleeping bag wise, I just want to talk about that. So what kind of sleeping bag do you guys run?
So I run the, I've forgotten which one it is, the Snug Pack Elite, which is like a cold weather one. It goes down to -40. I just take that because I'm lazy, and it's so much easier just to go in and just kind of wrap yourself up in it, and then if you get too hot, you just open it up and things like that. I find it suits how I sleep. And then when it is really cold, you zip it up and you just have a jungle bag with you. It's probably the incorrect way of doing it, but it's comfortable for me.
See, I do the same. So mine's the Helium 600 from Mounted Equipment, and I'll just use it like a duvet if it's too hot. Like, you know, it's something that got there. I mean, the only time I've ever really struggled with that is when I'm in my Ratnik bivvy, the hoop bivvy bag.
Oh yeah,
because there ain't a lot of room to use that as a duvet. Like, you are pretty much in it regardless of whichever position or configuration you've got, because there's not exactly loads of room in these things. But if you're in you've got a little bit more space, say you're on a cot bed or something like that, depending on the event, then yeah, just use it like a duvet basically. And then, as you say, in the winter, you can't get cold with it because you wake up, go, oh, I'm a bit cold, and then zip a little bit of it up or wear it slightly differently, and then job done.
Yeah.
So
nice. I use the Snug Pack Sleeper Extreme Base Camp Ops, so that has got a comfort rating apparently of -7, and it can go down to -12, which I think is more than enough for the UKings. Yeah. And like I said, in the winter, I do add my jungle blanket if need be. And comfort rating is different for everyone. So, yeah, that's a grand sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Me and Ash.
See, I
covered in peanut butter.
Yeah. I feel the cold, so I've gone for one that will cover you down to like -40 or whatever. It's something stupid.
Yeah, that's like you say, mate. It affects everyone differently. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I would cook in that. I would be fucking cooking. Whereas these ones here is I found my happy medium.
Mountain Warehouse do a down sleeping bag that currently is well, I mean, in the shop when I checked last week was from 170 to 100 quid, which is a 3-season. I think that went down to 5 degrees comfort and -2, something like that. Which is quite good. So yeah, it's still on their website at the moment. It's the lightweight down winter sleeping bag. It's not particularly camouflage or anything like that, but it's a 2 to 3 season, which is 75% duck down, 25% feathers, used for extreme temperature, -12. So the comfort rating is between 2 and 7 degrees. So if anyone's after a compressible sleeping bag, I quite like my down one personally because I find it compacts up really well. You do just need to be careful about moisture. So if you are out and about in the rain, you just need to be making sure that whenever you're getting in and out, it stays dry. And you also need to be careful if it gets too sweaty as well, because if you do start overheating and you're sweating in that sleeping bag has pretty much lost that thermal efficiency straight away.
I've got a little gripe I forgot to mention in the news actually regarding millets, which I wasn't impressed about, and nor was the gentleman that helped me. So I went into a millet store during the week because I wanted to pick up some winter socks for my kids to wear with their welly boots when we went out in the snow and stuff like that, or walking boots or whatever. And they were £28 for a pair of children's hiking socks, like the heavy material socks. £28, and I was like, they seem more expensive than they were last year. He said, no, last week they were $12.99 each. He said, as soon as the cold weather came in, we got a price freeze thingy come through. I was like, are you serious?
Oh, so bad.
He's like, mate, you're better off looking online. I was like, you're a legend. Cheers for that. I was like, I can't believe that. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. I was like, I like millets normally, but that's fucking naughty. Come on, man.
Well, they all do it, don't they?
I mean,
I'd have bought 2 pairs for $12.99. You know what I mean? I'd have bought from that, but not for that. No. I've got to look online. And they wonder why the high street's disappearing.
Yeah. This is the thing. If you are looking for camping equipment, play it a little bit savvy in terms of when you're wanting to buy stuff. Look in the sales and stuff like that. Christmas is a prime opportunity for camping equipment because people are clearing out the last year's stock ready for the next year's stock of tents and all the new fancy gubbins that's coming out. So
I mean, if you're not too precious as well, is also if you don't mind getting some second-hand kit and that, look at Facebook Marketplace. Absolute bargains come up on there. Absolute bargains. Really good, Yeah, be a bit savvy with it.
Richard apparently says the Mountain Warehouse down bag, don't use it in deep winter, you'll freeze. So I guess it depends on what temperature you're at. But yeah, good bit of warning there.
Fair play. Yeah, I've never had it with my Snug Pack one, the Base Camp Extreme Ops. And the inside of it, God, if you slept inside it naked, which I did do, it feels wonderful against your skin. Really does. It's a joy. It's a joy to slide into it.
I've got to admit, the Snug Pack ones
are
good.
There's a sound bite for you.
Yeah. They do have a silky internal, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But it's not like this. You know, you can get like a really synthetic material that sticks to you.
Yeah.
But this doesn't. You just glide right across it.
They're really breathable as well.
Yeah. It's like your balls are resting on an air hockey table.
Yeah.
Oh God! Right, let's call it a day on that front. We'll come back to the rest of the list week after next. Running through a few comments. Pony Tony right at the beginning of the show says shift your wrists is better than NAF. So yeah, there's personal opinion there.
I'd agree with that. I've not been to NAF and I don't intend to go to it, but I have been to Shift Your Riffs and it was a fucking blinder.
Yeah.
Although I was exhausted because Twatface didn't let me in the gate early enough, but there we go.
I reckon you've enjoyed NAE back in the day. Andy looks like he's about to go explode in terms of the news and exciting stuff that's going on.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Steven says, has the ER1 got the rubber shoulder pads? It does not.
Do you have a red face competition quick? You know, you have to make your face go. You
really want to? There's no rubber.
Rescue.
Daniel Brewer, have you guys heard about this new 5 days airsoft event in May? What's your thought on it?
No.
Is this the competition thing?
Oh, is this that festival comp thing where there's like a huge cash prize thing for the team?
Events.
Scorpion events. Is that a 5-day event? Is it?
I wasn't sure that was a 5-day event. It might be.
Or is this like a 5-day Airsoft MilSim event thing? Damn, Brewer, come on, man.
I'd be well up for a 5-day MilSim event.
Ray 24 tickets drop on the 26th of Jan. So says Defiant. Get involved, peeps. Lots of good reports from the previous raid. So, yeah.
And Defiant have set up a little Defiant chat group on our November Foxtrot Facebook equivalent. We need to come up with a better name for this. The forum and the groups on our website. So if you go and set up a little account, you can go and have a little chat with them. They've got a page up there about their events that are coming out, the MilSim style events.
Op Scorpio, 5-day near Gloucester.
And they also
Gloucester, yeah. Yeah, it is that one.
Op Scorpio, yeah.
70 quid a day for people taking part in the competition. £77 a day.
Cool. Well, they've got to get their £100,000 prize money, ain't they?
Do you not get it cheaper if you do all 5 days, or is it just if you just do the one day, it's 70 quid? Fuck, Jesus.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing as part of your booking in, aren't you? Because there's different. I think you've got the attendant, which is spectator only.
I like the den. I like the sound of the den.
£15 a day, £75 total, 5 days, 4 nights camping. A combatant, you're just £100 if you book before the 14th, and that's
for 5 days,
4 nights. Event entry, use the facilities, etc.
There you go.
And then the participant. So this is, I think, for 3 people. I think we'd worked it out, which is £385, which is £77 per day. That's 5 days, 4 nights camping, event entry, use of facilities, traders and caterers on site movie, bar, entertainment, licensed bar on site. But that's where you are in with a chance to win the 100,000.
And that's that would be 300 something quid per person.
No, I believe that's for 4. For 3 people. So that's all games included, tournament free entry, and then you get 2 free attendee tickets.
Oh, right, okay. So you can split that. Oh, I'm with you. Right.
The participant entry, and then you get 2 attendant entries.
Okay.
I believe.
Someone suggested we should call the forum the Den. I like the den.
I like that. That's a good idea.
The Fox's Den.
Make a note of that one.
Den of foxy foxes.
Don't make a note of that one.
Den.
I can write it down.
Mental note.
The Den.
We may have Op Scorpio on the podcast at some point in the near future. Just might be something we want to have a chat.
So we
with
can
them
get some.
What part of the forum is the Den going to be called? The social.
What part of the forum? Yeah, it's just the Den. There's all the socials.
The Den.
Come and join us on the Den. I like that. It's better than the November Foxtrot.
It's in the community page.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna rename the community page to the Den.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucking big news. Well, there we go.
There you go.
Everyone forget we said that. We're going to announce that next week in the news segment. All right.
Well done, Ash. Now he's got to redo all the branding.
Come on, Ash. Crack on, but come on, Spuds. Let's get the work done.
Yeah. Pegasus says, confirmed, cannot shoot a gas pistol with Lynx Africa. There is no pressure transfer. However, I now have a Lynx cologne bottle shaped like a 5.1 mag.
Brilliant. I love that.
Nice. He also says, as long as I know I have a change of clothes, my mentality is that skin is waterproof.
Mm-hmm.
Good man.
Technically isn't, but that's the story
resistant.
for another day. It's resistant.
It's shower resistant.
In terms of smearing peanut butter, Les says the attacking force won't want to shoot you; they would want to lick you. Well,
sign me up.
some of us already had that natural allure.
Who needs Lynx Africa for that when you got peanut butter smear?
What if you've got peanut butter and Lynx Africa on?
Oh,
you'd be unstoppable.
Just walking around. Have you seen that film where the guy makes all the perfume out of like I think he kills women and basically makes perfume out of them. Have you seen that film?
No.
It's actually quite a good film. I highly recommend it. But it would be like that because he releases this bottle of perfume and like everyone goes mad and has an orgy. Rage says a decent 3-season sleeping bag is fine for the UK. I've been in the Lake District in winter for a cloud inversion and used a 3-season and was lovely and warm with it in a bivvy bag.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely and warm he was.
Lovely and warm. Bivvy bags do make a massive difference though, don't they?
Oh, 15 degrees.
Yeah, easy. And then if you've got the liner as well, like
yeah, man. And your piss bottle, keep you warm.
And your piss bottle or your water bottle.
Or water bottle.
On the other hand, James says bikinis and sun cream are going really cheap right now.
Wonderful.
So there you go. Cool. Well, that's the end of our first show back of 2024. Next week, we're going to have Jaeger Precision on. So in the meantime, if you want to get in touch with the show, you can do so on an email of nofochat@hotmail.com. Our Instagram is @November_Foxtrot_NoFo, and the website is novemberfoxtrot.co.uk. If you want to get in touch with us on our own individual socials, you can do so at 9volt Airsoft, at 9volt Airsoft, at @callsign_Quartermaster, and at @the_punished_1_. In the meantime, who wants to have the first closing words of 2024?
I'll let you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go on, Mike Mouse.
That's very nice.
Yeah, there you go. That shut you up.
Yeah.
It did.
Come on, fuckface. Let's go.
If you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
Oh, God.
In reference to our kit list, just prepare what you're doing. Take time. Make sure you get everything you need. Go to an event, and you'll have a better time because you've got everything you need. There you go.
And if you have forgotten anything, remember to pick up our kit list at the event.
Yeah.
And then you won't forget anything together again.
Or just ask James.
Let's all say cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll
Merry
see you
Crimsman.
next week.
Merry Chrysler.
See you later.
Stay down.
You didn't say it. You didn't say it.
That's 2024. I'm being less handsy and less creepy.
No, you got to say it. You always say it.
Oh, say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Fuck's sake. He's had 2 weeks off.
Oh, Mike, stop getting handsy.